Okay, Dennis, this is the setup that you're going to receive that will operate your DSLR camera for video. First off will be your Safari board, which is this board right here, and then you will have your Mosfet backpacker and your power backpacker, and you'll also get your video remote with the sensor to activate the video on the camera, to start taking video and to stop taking video, and you'll also get your shutter cable. Alright, once you get your Safari board mounted in your case, and this comes with a little easy mount base plate here that you can remove these screws and use this as a drilling template for your HPWA and drilling holes to mount the screws, or you can just goop this into the bottom of your case, however you want to do that. But anyway, you mount your Safari board in your case, and then you can take your Mosfet backpacker, and you'll see it's got a series of pins. One side is 8-pin header and the other one's a 6-pin header, and just connect those pins. Make sure they're lining up in the holes on the header below. Slide those boards together, and the same thing with your power backpacker. Just connect that on top of the Mosfet backpacker and slide that together. Okay, and your 12-volt power supply will connect to the power backpacker here at the ground and power terminals. Of course, negative goes to ground and positive goes to power, and it comes pre-wired with an on and off toggle switch. Okay, so do not connect power to the Safari board at ground and power, because if you do that, you're going to burn up the Safari board with 12 volts. So do not connect your 12-volt power supply to the Safari board. Connect it only at the power backpacker. Okay, now for wiring, your shutter release cable is a little different than mine as far as the way it connects, or the connector that it has that goes into the camera. So I'm not 100% sure on the wires that are needed, but I'm thinking it's going to be exactly like mine as far as color wires. There's a yellow wire, a white wire, and a red wire. The red wire will not be used because that would be the shutter wire, I believe. So I've just got that one taped off, and you will use the white wire and the yellow wire. The white wire is your metering wire, and the metering wire is going to connect to the P terminal on the Safari board. Okay, and then the yellow wire, which would be your common wire, would connect to the PC terminal or power common terminal on the Safari board. Then for your video remote, the video remote wires are black and red. Okay, so your red wire from the video remote will connect to shutter or S on the Safari board, and the black wire will connect to SC, which is shutter common on the Safari board. Alright, now for the Mosfet backpacker, which is your second board here, that will be used to operate your lighting array. And to wire up your array, you need your positive wire from your array will connect to in the power terminal on the power backpacker, which is your top board. Just connect that in line in the same screw terminal that you have your 12-volt power supply positive wire going. And then your negative wire from your lighting array will connect to terminal F1 on the Mosfet backpacker, which will be this terminal to the far right marked F1. Okay, and that's pretty much all of the wiring that's needed as far as connecting everything to your boards. Now for your microphone will not connect to any of these control boards. Your microphone just connects directly into your camera, and your camera will operate your external microphone whenever it starts video. Of course it will, turn on your external microphone and then shut it off whenever your video is complete. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to tell you about on this. I have the Safari board is set up for 1-minute videos, and that's both in trail mode and in feeder mode. Trail mode and feeder mode is selected by using dip switch 1 on the Safari board. With dip switch 1 off, it is in trail mode, and that will give you a 1-minute video, and there's virtually no delay between videos. If the Safari board is still detecting motion after that first 1-minute video, then it will pretty much automatically start another video. If you have dip switch 1 in the on position, that will put it into trail mode, and you would still get the 1-minute videos, but there will be a 15-second delay between videos. So if you want different video lengths or different delay settings other than what I already have programmed on the board, just let me know and I can reprogram that for you to match whatever you want as far as video length. And if you want different video length in trail mode and different video length in feeder mode, just let me know on that and I can set that up for you too. Say if you want 30-second videos or one video setting in trail mode and one video setting in feeder mode, I can do that for you. But I think the 1-minute video is a pretty good deal. So if you want to leave it that way, just let me know and I won't change anything on that. Alright, this is the little external microphone that I've got for mine, and it seems to be working pretty good. And depending on whatever microphone you get, it may have an on-off switch up here or whatever, like this one does. But you would need to make sure that this microphone, if you get one similar to this, you would need to make sure that that is in the on position, and just leave it in the on position while you got your setup out in the woods. And that way your microphone is on and ready to go whenever the video starts. Of course, this microphone did not come with this type of jack on it. I modified it so I can connect it to a jack on my case, but you will need to however you're going to wire yours up, just make sure you keep the jack that comes with the mic that will fit into your camera, and then you can set it up however you want to do it from there. But this is just a way that I can have this and remove it whenever I want to. And then of course I have the male part of the jack that's coming through my build case, and I can just plug this directly into that. And I did the same thing with my lighting array. I used a jack similar to this, but like I said, you can however you want to wire yours up is fine, just as long as it works for you. Alright, so I'm going to try to show you a little bit about how my build is, and of course, like I said, you can set yours up however you want to, but on my build case I have a plug on the bottom here that would connect my 12-volt power supply into the Safari board, and on the side over here, like I mentioned, this is my little microphone, and I've added this jack to it. I have the male part of the jack coming out of my case, so I can just plug in my external microphone right there. And I also have a couple of ports over here where I can connect to my lighting array, and I've got two different arrays, and I use two different plugs. So that's just the way I did it. It works just exactly like I did the microphone. That way I can just plug in my array up here. Now, you need to make sure that your camera is on, and I have mine set to where it automatically shuts off or goes into a sleep mode after 30 seconds, you know. So I just turn my camera on, and then you can turn your Safari board on, and I place my toggle switch on and off switch down on the bottom of the case. Let me get my 12-volt battery and hook up to that. Alright, connect to my 12-volt power supply in right here, and I'm going to turn on the Safari board. And the Safari board will come on and go through a 30-second walk test, and once that walk test is ended, then it will be armed and ready to start taking videos whenever it detects motion. So I'm going to kind of let it sit here and go through the walk test, and show you that it actually works. So we'll give this a little time to go through the walk test. Okay, so walk test just ended. So now if I wave my hand in front of it, it should detect motion. The camera comes on and it's recording video. Okay, and you can see that by the little indication of the red light down here blinking, and it also shows the little red dot in the top corner up here to show that it is taking video. And it will take a 1-minute video, and if there's no further motion detection, it will shut off. So I know this is kind of long and boring, but I just want to show you that it does actually work. So I'm going to let it complete the 1-minute video. Okay, so the first 1-minute video just stopped, and you can see that the light down here is quit blinking, and it doesn't have the red indicator dot in the corner. So now the camera is idle, and if it sits for 30 seconds without any further activation, the camera will automatically power itself off or go back into sleep mode or standby mode, whichever you want to call it. Okay, so the camera just cut off, and if it detects motion again, it comes back on and starts taking video again. Alright, so you can see that we're recording again. The little LED lamp here is lit up, showing that the camera is activated and taking video. and it will go through another 1-minute video, and then the same thing, you know, once the video is stopped, the camera will set idle for 30 seconds, and then it will automatically go into sleep mode again and wait for the next motion detection. So anyway, I hope this helps, and if you have any questions on anything when you get this board set up, you know, if you have any questions on wiring, which I hope I've provided all of the necessary wiring directions for you and things like that, but if you do have any questions or any problems with anything, you can just PM me or email me, either one, and I'll be glad to help out in any way I can, and I appreciate your business.